Hi there, we're completing our series on the Italian Giuoco piano, and this is the Venus flytrap number 2. After e4 and e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, the Italian, c3 supporting a d4 thrust, knight f6, developing, threatening e4, intending to castle short. White throws in d4 anyway, e takes d4, c takes on d4, and black's going to pick up a pawn now after bishop b4 check. White interposes with knight c3 and knight takes on e4. So white castles, active play, threatening knight takes the knight on e4, and bishop takes on c3, probably black's best defense here. In this position, we've looked at a few ideas. One of them is this move d5, hitting the knight. We've seen one trap where the bishop retreats back to f6. Here the knight's going to move to e5, where objectively it seems queen e2 would be the best move, but b takes the bishop on c3. Also interesting, because now offering the bishop on c4, but after knight takes on c4, queen d4 targets both knights as well as a pawn on g7. Black here is temporarily a piece up, and black could castle, give back one of the knights with equality, but if black wants to hold on to the extra material, knight c d6 will be met by queen takes on g7, which is hitting the rook on h8. Black had reckoned that queen f6 would be adequate defense, but after queen takes f6 and knight takes f6, the rook is bound to come to the e file now with a check, so rook e1. And in the previous video, the Venus flytrap number 1, we explored king to f8, which forced a win finally by white. Black perhaps should play knight f to e4 here, but what happens if the king moves to the other way? King d8, can black hold? Well, the answer is not, because bishop g5 is going to be an obvious move here for white, threatening bishop takes knight with checkmate, so the knight has to be defended with knight d8, but that allows a sacrifice, an exchange sacrifice by white. Rook takes on e8, and now after king takes on e8, if rook takes on e8, that's going to be bad for black, because we'll have bishop takes on f6, forcing rook e7, and no doubt rook e1, that's going to be winning. So after the exchange sack, rook takes e8, king takes on e8. White's going to continue with rook e1 anyway. If king goes back to d8, then bishop takes f6 is going to be mate. So if the king goes to f8, then bishop h6, forcing the king now to g8 and rook e5, a lovely rook lift again, which is going to secure a win after rook g5. So this has been the Venus flytrap number 2 in the Italian. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.